Before we get the parent police in the comments, I want to say one thing. And this isn't an excuse, but my son is autistic, okay? So, no parent police in the comments, please. But, that being said, my partner spoke to me the other day, and she told me that my 7-year-old autistic son has thrown, not one, but 2 consoles out of the bedroom top window. So, in my house, in the kids' room, there's a few windows. The main windows are locked, but the top windows, the small top letterbox windows, are unlocked because, well, we need to let airflow in because kids stink. Right, so my autistic son, my 7-year-old autistic son, has thrown a PlayStation 5 and this Series S out of the window. How? I don't know. Why? I don't know. But that's what's happened. So today we're going to be trying to fix the Series S, and then in another video I'm going to try and fix the PlayStation 5. This one is pretty mashed up. Yeah, it's not looking good. I don't even know if they work. I know that it was tipping down with rain when he threw them through the window, but yeah, I don't even know if they work. So yeah, anyway, my name's Hakko. I'm an electronics technician. I mainly work on games consoles, but I do work on other stuff as well. So if that's the sort of stuff you're into, be sure to get subscribed and turn on the bell notifications. That way you won't miss any future videos. If you want to organise a repair, if your son's thrown a console through the window, yeah, be sure to get in touch at thecode.repair. Links in the video description, as well as links to all of the tools and stuff that I use in the videos and stuff as well. With that being said, let's get into today's today's repair. If he wasn't autistic, I'd beat him senseless. Alright, anyway, so yeah, this is not good at all. It is completely smashed. Well, these consoles I actually bought about 4 years ago. Might be a bit dusty because they haven't been serviced since. I know, I'm bad, I'm terrible. But yeah, let's just see what's happening with this. So, wow, it turns on. You have got to be kidding me. How does that turn on? Props to Microsoft. Looks like the HDMI port might be a little bit damaged though. Yeah, okay, so it turns on, but it's obviously all smashed up. I need to inspect the damage inside, see what's going on with it. Let's just see if it actually boots up. Yeah, that port is loose. That's probably just general wear and tear though. It does boot up. Okay. Microsoft, well done. We'll see if Sony's the same, shall we? Yeah, when I get round to doing that one. Should be interesting. Okay, when I say it boots up, does it though? Because it shouldn't hang on that long. It shouldn't hang for that long. Okay, it syncs a controller. Whose Xbox is this? Who's responsible? Right, this is very, very slow. Like, really slow. It should not be that slow. It took a long time to boot up. Whose Xbox is this? Who is responsible for it? Ethan or Regan? Regan. 14-year-old. It's his Xbox. Okay. I might see if he wants to sell it and buy something new. So I've got it connected up to Ethernet. So I'm going to run through the update really quickly. Let me just give the port a bit of a wiggle. No, the port's actually fine. I'm wiggling the port and it's not flickering. So I'm going to download this. It's a 5 gig update, so I'm going to have to pause the video and wait for it to fully download. But yeah, okay, cool. Alright, so it wants me to clear some space. No, we're going to cancel that. Okay, so here we go. So the console's updated and I've just signed into my own account because, well, at least then I can run stuff. But yeah, it seems to be working. I'm guessing all of this crap needs an update and shizzle. Alright, it seems to be working fine, but obviously I need to open this up and inspect the damage and stuff like that, so let's get to that straight away, shall we? So we're going to put on some gloves because, well, kids, ugh. I know, they're my own kids. Yeah, I don't think I've serviced this since I bought it when it first came out. So I pre-ordered these, and I actually did a teardown, I think, on this very specific console when it first came out. Like, as in, I'm talking the day it came out, I did a teardown live, I think. But yeah, obviously, I don't think I've opened it up and serviced it since. Right, so yeah, all of the plastics are broke. I mean that case is just knackered. Like, that's got to go in the bin, obviously. So, yeah, I'll replace that case. I've got plenty of these spare. Yeah, 4 years. Let's see how much dust is in it. It's probably got a fair bit. Why is that fan stuck to that? Okay, you know what? Actually, that's pretty clean. For 4 years, that's pretty darn clean. I expected a lot worse, let's put it that way. Alright, well, that's fine. Have I left a screw in there? Yep, of course I have. So it don't look like we've got any internal damage on this. So I think it's just going to be a case of replacing everything. But what I think I'm going to do in this, I'm going to upgrade the storage on this. I'm going to upgrade it to a 1 terabyte drive. Because, well, why not, right? So there are slight signs of liquid damage on this. I think one of the kids have tried to turn it on after they've actually picked it up from off the floor. So the signs of, you know, the start of liquid damage. They've probably tried to power it on and then just turned it straight back off. Yeah, so it's gone rusty. How long was it outside? I don't know. I'll be honest, it's very rare I go to that area in the garden, so I don't actually know how long it was. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace all of the case. This has gone rusty. This has started to go rusty, so I'm just going to scrap it. And the back has obviously been damaged anyway, so I'm just going to scrap the entire thing. And I'll just replace everything on it. Yeah, see, that heatsink, that would have overheated because the heatsink clamp has actually come off anyway, right? So, yeah, it would have overheated and we would have obviously had issues, you know, running the console. So, yeah, it's kind of a good job I actually took this apart instead of just, you know, replacing the case and calling it good. At least it hasn't caused too much damage. Alright, let's have a look at the condition of the thermal paste. Not bad. It's gone a little bit dry, but not bad. Yeah, that's not terrible. But I'll replace that, that's fine. And obviously, you know, it'll get a service and stuff, so yeah, it'll be good to go for another few years. I mean, to be honest, this console really does not get used that often. The kids are mainly usually on my Series X. But unfortunately, my autistic child has also smashed the TV in our living room. Yes, I know, but he's autistic and he can't help it. He doesn't know any, you know, he doesn't know right from wrong or anything like that. So when he has a meltdown, nothing's safe. So yeah, the console can't even be used at the minute. Well, my console can't be used at the minute. Okie dokie. So fresh thermal paste time. So I'll just add some MX4 to this. I'm not expecting good things from the PS5 because I'm pretty sure that my nephew stayed over, decided to smoke in the living room while I wasn't there. I mean, I smoke as well, but it's beside the point. Decided to smoke in the living room while I wasn't there and then dropped an ashtray in it. Yeah, I mean, we smoke, but only in the back room. We don't smoke in the living room because, well, we've got kids, so yeah. Oh, that's looks like that's damaged that. Yeah, it looks like it's damaged the heatsink clamp there. Lovely. I'm gonna have to re-bend that if I can get it back off. There we go. All right, so I'll just gently bend that, and it should clamp back on, nice and tight. There we are. Yeah, that's good. That's fine. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade the SSD to a 1 terabyte because it's running out of storage. I can re-log into all of the accounts and stuff, but it's running out of storage, and yeah, obviously, you know, I've got spare 1 terabyte drives, so why not use one, right? So I was given a Series X by a viewer the other day. I did a video on this. Spoiler alert, obviously I can't fix it because I'm taking the SSD from it. So this SSD is going to come in useful. I'm going to use this to upgrade, you know, this Series S to a 1 terabyte, give it some more storage, because it did say that it was out of space. Obviously 500 gig, it's just not enough. This clone tool, I don't have the housing to it. I lost that a long time ago. But basically what this will allow me to do is it will allow me to plug in the source drive into drive A and the target drive into drive B, and then I can just press a button and clone it. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take this SSD from here. So that's my source drive. Pop that in there. This is my target drive. Pop that in there. I'm going to turn it on. There we are. And then I'm going to wait for these lights to flicker. There we go. And then I'm going to just press and hold the clone button. And that is now cloning. So I'm going to wait for that to get to 100%. And then I'll proceed to the next step. But in the meantime, I'm just going to give everything a little bit of a hoover out and stuff, and I'm going to find out a replacement case for it as well. Okay, it's the next day, and unfortunately last night I lost track of time, but this just would not clone. So yeah, I'm going to just see if this boots up. What I did do was I actually put some thermal paste on it and just put a little heatsink on it just to transfer the heat and stuff. But yeah, I'm just going to see if this boots with the 1 terabyte drive. I will clean that thermal paste off in a minute. I was just wanted to keep it cool, so yeah, I left it overnight and it still wouldn't go anywhere. So unfortunately that means that yeah, we just got to heat and hope and just see if this boots. It should realistically boot though, because it did get past the initial cloning process, and it only takes a few seconds to actually allow it to boot up. It only needs around about 100 megabytes of data. So this is the original drive here, and this is the 1 terabyte drive. So I'm just going to install this. Okay, it's booting up. That's a good sign. Okay, so I've got the camera on to the side of me here. Not the camera, the capture card. So I've got it loaded up in the camera app. It's just not booting. I don't understand why. So yeah, let's just try unplugging this. I'm going to plug in the sync button and everything else. I'm going to press and hold the sync button. So I'm going to hold the sync button down, and I should get a second beep. Okay, there was the second beep. That took a while. That should load up in the camera app. Okay, there we go. So we've got the troubleshoot menu up. I'll load that up on the screen properly for you guys. There we go. So let me just connect up a controller, and while I'm doing that as well, I'm going to use the front USB port and just plug in a USB, which does contain the latest version of OSU 1. I'm going to go for system update, or offline system update rather, and I'm going to run through this update. And well, it's not really an update, it's basically a full installation. So it's going to fully reinstall the software for me on this 1 terabyte drive. It'll also partition the drive and it'll get it ready for use and stuff. So it'll partition it as a 1 terabyte rather than as a 512 gigabyte. Or 500 gigabyte. You don't even get 500 gig, to be honest, but never mind. So yeah, I'm going to let this run and hopefully it completes and works as it should. Okay, I've finally just got back into the account that was on here. So yeah, it's my email. So obviously it's just a burner email that I use for the kids' Xboxes. But yeah, I've just got back into the account. This is my stepson's account. Please don't add this account because he's a child, and yeah, I will not be happy. But anyway, so yeah, let's make this the home Xbox. Yes, because it is his main Xbox, even though he never uses the darn thing. But no, we're not going to use Game Pass. So what I'll do later on is I'll log into my own account and just use account sharing like I normally do, because I've got Xbox Ultimate, or Game Pass Ultimate rather. So yeah, there we go. So if we just go to the storage now, so if we go System, Storage, boom, there we go. That's working absolutely fine, and it's picking up as a 1 terabyte drive. So yeah, I think making use of the 1 terabyte drive that I got out of another console that can't be repaired is definitely, you know, I don't mind doing that. The hard drive was free, and yes, I could sell it, but well, I mean, I've got quite a few of them, so yeah, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, 1 terabyte SSD. It's been upgraded. Yes, my kids are probably not going to appreciate it. They're not even going to realise. They're not going to look after it, but whatever. So yeah, I've got a replacement case for this. So I've got a base just here, and what I'll do is I'll swap the sticker over so as it matches the serial number and stuff for the console. So I've got a replacement base which I'm going to use because obviously the other one, the back plastic broke on it. So here's the back plastic to it. So I'll take the sticker off that, I'll put it on this one, and then I'll just scrap that other one, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Other than that, yeah, happy days. And I've also got a replacement top plate as well. I don't need to replace this metal bit just here. That's stuck to my magnetic bases. Yeah, I don't need to replace that bit. That bit's absolutely fine, so I'll just reuse that. And yeah, time to get this reassembled. Finally. One thing I am going to do is just give this a little bit of a clean because there is a little bit of corrosion on here. So I'll just take a little bit of isopropyl alcohol and a brush. Whoops, spit it all over myself so it looks like I've peed myself. Just get rid of this little bit of corrosion around there. And off the back as well. Drop that in there. There's a little bit of corrosion on the power connector for the IECC7 on this power supply, so I'll just get rid of that. Alright, and now I can just fully reassemble this. Alright, there we go. That is done. So, I just need to transfer the sticker from these consoles. So the easiest way to do that is to use some heat. So I'm going to drop my hot air down to 160 degrees Celsius. I'm just going to heat this up. Remove that one. And then I'm going to remove the one from the original case. So once you've got the peel started, it's fairly straightforward. There we are. Cool. So it's a little bit twisted and whatnot, bit bubbly, but at least it's got the original serial number on that matches the console, right? That's the main thing. So yeah, that is done. Unfortunately, I don't have a replacement base at the minute, so just temporarily I'm just going to pop that one on there. When I find a replacement base out, I will replace it because it is dented in the corner there. Also, I don't know where the screws have gone to it, and I don't have any spare, so yeah, I'll have to find some spare screws out as well. But the main thing is the console's done, and yeah, it's back in a usable condition. So happy days. And it's also got a 1 terabyte hard drive, or SSD, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, it's not in the greatest condition, but the main thing is it's not broken anymore. So yeah, happy freaking days on that one. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Let me know what you think down in the comments down below. Comment please. Don't even waste your time, because I'll just laugh and chuckle and move on with my day, and it doesn't affect me in the slightest. So yeah, I don't really care, to be honest. Yes, my son broke it. No, I am not going to punish him because he's autistic, and that is the bottom line. If you don't like that, then tough. It's not his fault. It's probably mine, because, well, someone should have been watching him. I think it was actually my 16-year-old who was babysitting at the time, so probably his fault. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you do want to see more of these types of videos, then be sure to hit subscribe and turn on the bell notifications, and that way you don't miss any future videos. And by the way, follow me on TikTok, because we've got about 4,000 followers on there, but I've started posting more and more on TikTok. So I'll leave a link to that in the top pinned comment if you want to give me a follow over there. And yeah, follow me on Twitch as well. I'll do live stream on Twitch. By the way, be sure to get subscribed, because we've also got a PS5 to fix. Same thing. Going out the window. Thank you for watching. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.